Oh yeah, we live, y'all. Live in full HD. Oh yeah. Oh God. Okay, so yeah, y'all hit that like button. Thank y'all for coming in and hitting that like button. I appreciate for the people that come in and hit the like button, and I don't have to tell y'all to hit the like button. But I want to cover something today, and what I want to cover is that a lot of people got it twisted, thinking that, oh, as long as I get me a female guard, I'll be straight, I'll be good. That's not always the case. Y'all got to understand, do you know how much trouble you can get yourself into for messing with a female guard, or how much trouble she can get into for messing with you? Yeah, so I'm about to break that all down for y'all. So, one of the dangers of messing with a female guard is that, well, you end up falling in love with her. You said, but what's wrong with falling in love with a female guard? Because best believe you ain't the only person that she's sleeping with in there. Oh yeah, you thought you was the only one. You thought you was the only one that she was sleeping with. Nah, she probably breaking that thing off on multiple inmates in there. And do you know how much hate dudes be having for dudes that be messing with female inmates? Y'all gotta understand, there's a lot of dudes that be hating in prison. It be dudes that seem like they real solid that's in prison, and they 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 haters. They'll see the female guard bring you, let's say, coney dogs. You know, she'll probably bring four coney dogs for her lunch, but she got two of them for you. Simple stuff like that. Or she might give you um just, at the high end, she gives you a cell phone. She sneaks you in a cell phone. And then you got other cats that feel like, well, I ain't got no cell phone. I can't talk to my loved ones. I can't make my play. So they'll tell on you. They will tell on you. Um, and then you got female COs, like the female CO herself. Thank you. Whoever hitting that heart button, thank you. Matter of fact, who hitting that heart button? So you got female COs that could be jealous of you, that will start a relationship with you, knowing she got a man at home, but she feel like, well, you ain't going nowhere because she know exactly where you at. So she know you can't cheat on her, but she got a whole man at home, and she'll look up your Facebook or your mama or your daddy or your siblings and see that you got a girl that you was hiding, and she'll try to sabotage you. It's a dirty game. It's a dirty game. I knew this female guard that was messing with this dude, right? And he was telling her, like, yo, I'm gonna marry you when I get out of here. I do got a wife, but I can't divorce her right now because she hold me down. And the wife will come visit him and bring him stuff like, not contraband, but just, food on the visits and all that stuff. And the woman will be, the female officer will hold her up, right? The female officer would, she was being treacherous, making her do the strip searches. But long story short, this female officer ended up planting some drugs on dude wife when she came in to visit, to get her knocked off, to get her put out the picture. So this is why I say it's dangerous to be dating female officers. Now, if you a dude that, you know, you've been locked up for some time, and you a guy that don't like that you don't want to mess with no guy, sexually, and you can get a hold of a female guard and y'all work out what y'all work out to get your rocks off or whatever, cool. But don't ever think that everything is all peachy and everything's good, because in prison is like a twilight zone. Prison is like you can't smile too much. You can't laugh too loud. You can't have a good time for too long, because there's always somebody, believe me, there's always somebody that's going to look at you and going to be like, why he smiling so much? Why he so damn happy for? And then they try to get next to you or get close to your business, and when they find out that you got something good going on, then they want to shut it down. Because we know that old saying, misery loves company, right? Well, guess what? There's a lot of cats in prison that loves misery and want the company that comes with it. You can believe that. Now, I told y'all the story a while back, that I had an incident with two female guards. One was an old white lady, and she tried to put that thing on me, and I didn't want it. Oh no, I didn't want it at all. This when I was young and dumb, new in my bed, and this old lady tried to put that thing on me. This lady had to be about 65, 66, maybe 70 years old. Old white lady, right? Now, I don't got no problem with white women at all. There's a lot of attractive white women. But this woman, she wasn't, how can I say, she wasn't the type of caliber white woman that I would talk to at all. You know what I mean? She cornered me a couple of times. Matter of fact, I think that might be the most popular video that I got on here. It's over 500,000 views. And on my other channel, it's like 1.7 million views, right? So just because, and like I said, it was a lot of cats breaking the CO Sarah off. She was an older white lady, and she liked black men, and she wanted that black thunder stick. And Donta did not want to give it to her. She wanted the people's jewels all to herself. And I was not giving it to her. There was a lot of reasons why. Number one, I have to be attracted to you for me to give you the people's jewels. Number two, I'm married. So nobody's getting the people's jewels except for my wife, right? So when I was locked up, I wasn't married at this time, but when I was locked up, I just can't sleep with any and everybody. I don't care if I haven't had none in a year. I'd rather jack off. I'm not gonna mess with no punk, and I'm not going to sleep with a woman just off the strength because she's just a woman. I got standards, even in prison. You gotta look at least decent, okay, for me to give out the people's jewels. And there was one CO, like I told y'all, one of my most infamous videos about the CO Sarah that tried to take the people's jewels, right? And that didn't go right. I was assaulted many times by this officer. She never really got the thunder stick, but she groped me many times, and she done cornered me in my cell and pulled me out of my cell a couple of times to push up on me. But that was that situation. Now, you got the other situation where there was this female officer that pushed up on me, and I pushed back up on her too. I ain't gonna lie. She wasn't all of that, but in my homie Al words, she was effable. It was, I mean, she was straight. She wasn't all that, but she was straight. But at the same time, I didn't want to mess with her because I knew for a fact that she was in there burning. She burnt my celly. He told me about her. He put me onto her before he got put in the hole. My celly told me like, yo, You can pay her, you know, and she'll get that thing to you. And, you know, I looked into it and I was like, I'm not, because I was already, what, a year and some change into my bed. So, I never paid. Y'all hear that bird? Hey, man, get up out of here, man. Ruining my video. But so, out there in the outside, in the free world, I never paid for women. And when I say I never paid for prostitution at all. So I felt like, why would I come to prison and start paying for it? But at the same time, it's like this is a whole different situation. It's not like there's, women that's in this prison I can, put my game on, but, I guess circumstances, I was a victim of circumstances. So, I hollered at her and she told me, like, usually I charge $250, but for you, just give me 50. So I'm like, okay, bet. So I'm not going to say, because I'm married, I'm not going to say if I did or if I didn't drop that 50, right? But here's the thing, though. Let's just say I did drop the 50. Afterwards, she told me, like, yo, you ain't got to pay no more because I F with you. I like you. So that was cool. But here's the thing, though. Where that came to an end at, because y'all know the people's champ always have to protect the people's jewels, right? She didn't want to use a condom the third time that we messed around. She didn't want to mess around. She wanted, I don't know what type of time that she was on, because I knew for a fact that she was messing with other dudes. I knew for a fact that there was other dudes busting that wide open before me, doing me, and after me, right? So it's like when she said, "Yo, I don't want to use the condom. I want the people's jewels. I can't say the word, but we just gonna call it the people's jewels." When she said I wanted the people's jewels, without the protection attached to it, I was like, "Yo, no, I'm not about to do that because I know for a fact that you burnt my celly, and when you in prison." Oh, I done seen it time and time again. Let you get sick up in there. Let you get an STD up in there. You know that go to your medical file, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You do know that goes into your medical file. If you get an STD in prison, that goes into your medical file. And then when you get out, people can look this stuff up. And then they'll see, like, yo, you caught an STD in prison? What was you in there doing? Yeah, you see how somebody can flip that and turn that? So they automatically think that you was in there messing with dudes. It's a cold game, right? It's a cold game. But nah, I told her, like, no, I'm good. Like, and she talking about, oh, so why I can't get it? Why I can't get the people's jewels raw? She basically said, why I can't get the people's jewels raw? I don't want to use a condom. And I said, listen, now y'all got to understand. I was in a bad situation, meaning that this woman could really do me bold and foul in that prison, right? She could have screamed the hard R word and say that I dragged her to a cell and did something to her. It was a lot of things that this woman could have said. She could have made a bogus ticket to say I was out of bounds or something crazy, right? Or gunning. She could have did all that stuff. But, I had to finagle my way up out that situation. I told her, like, listen, I'm a man of God, right? And I believe in the sanctity of marriage. And with marriage, that's when I want to bring a kid into this world. And right now, me and you not talking about being married. We just having sex. So I have to use a condom with you because It's about my beliefs and my morals, right? So she was like, okay, I guess I can respect that, right? But like every time we about to do it, she always say, come on, let's just take the condom off. Let's take the condom off. And I was like, no, man, come on. So there was one time that I had a scare, right? Now, we ain't messed around for about 3 months. So I was hurting bad. Like I wanted it bad. I couldn't sleep, right? I couldn't sleep. And one day she came to me, she was like, okay, because what she used to do, now, I'm not going to say the name of the facility because she's still working. And I don't want nobody to, get hurt or anybody else jammed up. But what she would do is at the count and everybody laid down, you got the porters and you got people that clean up the dormitory or your pod or whatever. So she would call me out. Now, this wasn't my job to clean up nothing, but she would call me out to assist her inside of her office. And she'd be the only one in there on a night shift. So she'd call me out. Y'all want to know what she looked like? Do y'all remember that singer, Brandy? She reminded me of Brandy. That's who she reminded me of. So what she would do is she would come get me out of my cell and we'd go to the office, and before she come get me, she'd conversate with whoever she conversate with, her fellow co-workers, whatever. So the coast will be clear. So I would go in there, and I'll bust her down, spread eagle style, right there on the desk, right? And then I'll leave out the office, and I'll go back to my cell, and I'll go to bed. Good night rest, right? But, as far, a lot of people have been asking me, like, what, did she bring you in things? And did she bring you a cell phone? Of course I have the cell phone. I wasn't moving drugs in there, okay? I wasn't moving drugs, but she did bring me a lot of contraband. Lots of contraband, right? So, like I said, I'm not going to say her name. I'm not going to say the location because I'm pretty sure she still got what she got going on where she at with other inmates. And I don't want to blow up the spot, right? I don't kiss and tell, even though I'm kissing and telling right now, but I'm not kissing and telling if y'all know what I mean. So again, the dangers of sleeping with a female CO is that a woman, when they get scorned, oh, is that. Hey, do me a favor, y'all. For the people that's never been to this live before, the first thing that you got to do that's mandatory, there's no negotiating this. Y'all must hit that like button immediately. As soon as you come in the building, hit that like button. Matter of fact, y'all let me know where y'all from in the comment section. Y'all let your big partner Donta know where y'all from in the comment section and hit that like button. But anyway, so me and her, we kept this program going for about 6 months. And I remember a couple of times, y'all, that I had to check the condom, right? I had to check the condom because usually she'd come in there with the magnums, with the gold package. But there was a couple of times she was like, oh, I forgot. Because remember, y'all, she was sleeping with other dudes in there that was paying her. So she'd have a whole lot of condoms, but it wouldn't be magnums, right? The gold package. So she'd try to come in there with one of them regular ones and be like, oh, this is all I got. And I'm like, yo, I can't rock with that. The people's champ will bust out of that thing, right? So I'm like, and listen, let me tell y'all something. Forget the Priya thing. I wanted this. Listen, I knew what I was doing. I knew what I was doing. The whole thing is that it was just a business transaction. And I was the one that was winning because I was coming up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, was she extorting other inmates? But for me, like I said, I dropped the 50 one time. And after that, I guess she was feeling me. And that's just what it was. Yo, moderators, get young Moolah up out of here. Thank you. So, like I said, the dangers of, dating a female CEO while you in there, um, it's a lot of scenarios that can go wrong, that can go bad. You can get cats that'll hate on you, that will tell on you, that will write a kite and get you jammed up. It's a lot of dudes that be hating. That I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of dudes that be hating, and it is what it is. Somebody asked me a question. They said, Dante, if you wasn't married, would you date a female CEO? Hell no. No. No, no, and no. Why? It's not that I'm insecure. I know what goes on. Oh yeah, I know what goes on. Um, a woman working at a men's prison, it ain't nothing but temptation for that woman. Vice versa. I could never work at a woman's prison, cause there ain't nothing but temptation there. Especially if you a straight man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even set myself up like that. I wouldn't even put myself in that predicament. But you know what? I'm gonna have to start hard pressing y'all. I'm gonna have to start hard pressing y'all. Because when I soft press y'all and tell y'all to hit the like button, y'all refuse to hit the like button. How we got over 300 people in the building and only 37 likes? Y'all out cold. Y'all a cold piece of work. So I guess I'm gonna have to start hard pressing the audience now. For the people that don't know what a soft press and a hard press is, well, we got time. I tell y'all, a soft press is when basically you in prison, right? And I come to your cell and I'm like, hey, yo, let me get a soup, right? I'll get you back later. And I have no intentions of paying you back. And then the next time I see you and you don't check me on it, I ask you for another soup and maybe a Mountain Dew. I'm just soft pressing you. Now, the hard press is when I come into your cell and I got that sword of justice out. And for the people that don't know what the sword of justice is, it's a banger, it's a knife. Now, if I come to your cell with that sword of justice out and I demand that you give me your commissary, that's a hard press. So I guess I'm gonna have to hard press y'all to hit that like button. Because it seems that when I don't when I come nice and tell y'all, come on, y'all, just hit the like button for me one time. Y'all refuse to hit the like button. There's no reason that we ain't got over 100 likes right now. So I guess I'm gonna have to start hard pressing again. All Booty TV, get that cap up out of here. Get that person up out of here. I don't know why dudes be trolling. Like, come on, man. What's up with these dudes? I don't know, man. It's somebody that literally created about 10 channels just to troll me. That's crazy, ain't it? What about Purple Passion? But yeah, y'all, that's just what it really is, man. I can't tell another man how to program. I can't tell a man that if you want to get involved with a female CEO, not to do it. Everybody have their own um, interactions and their own way of doing things. Me, I refuse to sleep with the CEO Sarah. I refused. There's no way. Out here in the real world, before I got married, I never took one for the team. I was the guy that was telling guys to take one for the team so I can get what I needed to get. So in prison, the same rules apply. How do disabled people do in prison? Are they extra targeted or are they unwritten rules? Well, it's like this. People that got disabilities, nowadays they got them on a special unit, like a disability unit or the medical ward. But I have seen um, on both sides, good and bad, where inmates protected cats that had disabilities. And I also seen where inmates was extorting and sexually taking advantage and taking sexually taking advantage of people with disabilities. Welcome to the Terror Dome. It's prison. So did I answer your question? I mean, it is what it is, yo. Y'all gotta understand. Prison, depending on where you at, depending on where you are at, it just all depends. I told y'all the other day, it was this little short dude that I ran into in there. This little short dude. Dude had to be like 3 foot, 4 foot. They was extorting him, beating him up, and sexually assaulting him also. Y'all got any more questions? Oh, listen. I know y'all been wondering, like, yo, Dante, how come you haven't been telling stories and you just been going live? Dante has been sick. My allergies been cutting up for the past 2 weeks. That's why I haven't been able to do my pre-recording stories. But I'm feeling a lot better. So tomorrow I'm gonna start dropping my new stories at 10 a.m. And I might go live every other day, and I might drop a new story every other day. So we'll see how I go. But yeah, tomorrow I'm feeling a lot better, so I'm gonna start dropping the story times again. But right now we just doing the lives, and I enjoy doing the lives too. So what we gonna do is I'll probably go live Monday, then drop a story Tuesday, then go live Wednesday, and just keep that pattern going. How do y'all think about that? Y'all think that's a good idea? And like I said, for the people that been rocking with me, it's rare, very rare that I give out a rent to be a moderator. A lot of people be saying, "Yo, can I be a moderator?" I just can't get that rent out to any and everybody. I just can't. Right? If you get a rent, it's for a reason. It's because number one, I gotta trust you. I got to trust you. And I got 3 moderators. We got Audrey, we got Lisa, and we got Whitley B. So in order to get you a rent, I just, you know, I, Dante gotta trust you. If the female guard was bad like Beyonce, would have entertained her? What do you think? Of course. But with that, y'all, um, but hey, the rules would still apply though. The rules would still apply. Number one, I gotta protect the people's jewels. That's number one. So I would still have to use protection if there was a CEO female that looked like Beyonce. I still gotta protect the people's jewels at all costs. Hey, listen, my bunkie. Do you know how many times this dude was tossing and turning at night, whining, moaning, and groaning because he didn't get the penicillin or whatever they give people that get gonorrhea? Oh yeah, oh yeah. How common is gambling in prison? What is the most common forms of gambling? People gamble on everything: sports, rolling dice, card games, poker, dominoes, fights, um, all type of stuff. It's coming. Because like I said, we as the Dante Show Network have to protect the people's jewels at all costs. So, you know, um, it's a dog eat dog world out here. And like I said, I can't tell a man how to program. I'm not telling you my advice. If you are going to prison and you do find yourself being involved with a female officer, um, I don't know, man, because everybody's situation is different. All I would just say is this: don't fall in love, because believe me, you ain't the only one. Because she could be freaking you out, and then she could be freaking somebody else out on the other side of the prison. And if you get an STD in there, okay, yeah, you will be playing with fire for real. But anyway, y'all, tomorrow I'm gonna start dropping my prison stories and my other stories tomorrow at 10 a.m. And then we just gonna get back to the program. We getting back to the program. I know I haven't dropped no new videos lately because I've been doing a whole bunch of other content. But at the same time, we finna get back to the program. So tomorrow, 10 a.m., y'all be on the lookout for the new prison story. And with that, shout out to the most electrifying subscribers that's on YouTube, which is y'all. Y'all make sure when I go live again and whenever I drop a video that y'all make sure y'all hit that like button immediately. And with that, Dante love y'all. Shout out to the real supporters out there and shout out to the haters too. Hopefully the haters can turn into supporters. But with that, y'all, I'm out.